Third Takes.
Third Takes.
My name is John.
Third Takes.
With me as always is Justin, and we've got our two special guests, Neighbor Dave, because he will always be Neighbor Dave to me, and our frequent guest, Brian.
Won't you be my neighbor?
And we are here to discuss the Old Forester 117 series, the 1910 Extra Old. So what in the hell is that? So the 117 series is a limited expression lineup that debuted in the spring of 2001. Old Forester's 1910 Old Fine Whiskey is a double-barreled bourbon in Old Forester's Whiskey Row series. For this release, they experimented with extending the finish by leaving the whiskey in a heavily charged secondary barrel for 2 years. So this is just an extra-aged version of the 1910 that you can find on the shelf.
So they dumped it and then put it into an
put
extra charred,
A heavy charred
for
another 2 years.
new barrel.
Yeah.
Again, so double new barrel.
Yep.
Okay.
It's non-age stated, but it's obviously at least 4 years old. The proof is 93. Mash bill is the regular 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% barley, and the MSRP is $60. And I think this was a distillery only one, where you can only get this at, well, the distillery or at the Experience
For the
in downtown Louisville.
375? $60 for
Those
the 375? Or?
$60 for the 375. Yep.
And a lot of the distillery releases are 375.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and all the 117 series so far have been 375s because they've come out with
Good way
a
to
few
do it.
since then. This is from December of 2022.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited about this because I love Old Forester.
Me
And
too.
I think the Old
Mhm.
Forester, the barrel strength is like one of my favorites. And
All the
it's
store
going to be
picks.
interesting to see what
Yep.
this is such a low proof.
And I'm a fan of the the 1920 is always just a
Yeah,
solid
the
pour.
Prohibition one is.
I like the
one of my
1910.
go-tos.
So we did the tour there and the tasting, and all their stuff is good. It's just a matter of preference which one you like the most.
I'm feeling a little called out by the extra old, but
It's not extra old. It's extra old because they did an extra old,
Extra,
and I think it
extra
was
old.
it was 18 months, and this is the extra old that is 24 months. So there's actually two different releases.
so I'm
So you are
extra,
extra old. So what are we getting on the nose? You guys have I haven't touched this. Some people were drinking it and already putting water in it.
Caramel tea,
Yeah,
Okay,
black tea.
very smooth.
I hope so. It's
Not-
93 proof. so
Yeah,
it
and
shouldn't
it's a
knock your
low
socks
heat,
off or
but yeah,
anything
no,
like that.
you sniff it and it's just you want to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get down deep. It's not a lot of
It's
there's not a lot of
nutmeg and cinnamon.
ethanol or anything.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got a real it smells like a maker's mark. Honestly, I think that there's something about like the extra
the
oak in there.
fruitiness of the makers.
It's fruit oak, but it's also like very sugar forward. Like it's very sweet smelling. I think
Like a maple syrup kind of
like a
thing.
maple syrup, caramel, like a really sweet dessert.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. Maybe vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You said tea.
Yeah, like black tea,
Okay.
sweet tea.
That's a good pull.
Yeah,
So from Old Forester, their nose roasted coffee, rich maple syrup,
yeah.
dark chocolate, and caramel. Coats hints of toasted coconut fruit and smoky char foundation.
Okay.
I'm
Interesting.
not really getting the coffee,
I'm not getting the coffee either.
and I'm normally one that picks up on coffee pretty quick.
I don't like the last descriptor they use. It
Smoky char
smells like a
foundation?
smoky charred barrel. Well,
Well,
no shit.
No shit.
You burned the inside of the barrel.
You don't say. You torch the inside of the barrel and it's sat 2 years in there.
Yeah. It's almost like somebody burned the wood.
Palate, what do you guys think? It is smooth.
Very smooth.
Very smooth, like little to no burn. That's actually where I get some of the tea flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
I-
almost like a clean finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after you put some water into it, I think that it opens it up a little bit more, and that it's not as sweet. It's getting. I don't taste just sugar, which is all I
Mhm.
smelled.
Yeah. There's like an orange peel thing going on too.
Yeah.
Like the pith of an orange, the white part in the finish that's remaining, like the bitterness.
Yeah, I think some stone fruits.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
orange peel.
definitely
Now that
peachy.
I get in there again, it's almost like a bit of a watered down old fashioned.
Yeah, kind
Okay,
of.
there
Yeah,
you go.
I
Yep.
definitely see that. You're right.
And I think the oak shines through in the back palate and
Mhm.
also in the finish. That's where it really, that heavy char
Right.
that we did not get on the nose, that's really announces its presence.
And I'm curious. A full-sized barrel. I'm assuming
Oh yeah,
not a smaller,
not a
barrel.
mini
Yeah.
one.
So,
Yeah. So on the The taste from the Old Forester website, rich, there's that coffee, mocha coffee
Yeah,
with
not
hints
getting
of
that at
brandy
all.
and dark cherry fruit. So you mentioned the stone fruits.
Yeah.
And stuff, so
Why do I feel like ChatGPT was involved in their descriptions?
I don't know. So switching gears, I also did some research. So I have notes from Breaking Bourbon. Their taste is dark syrup-soaked cherries, rye spice, aged oak, light leather, brown sugar, chocolate cake, white peppercorn, and a nice mix of aged and sweet notes. So I think that's probably a little bit closer.
Little
to
closer,
what
I
we're
yeah.
definitely
getting.
get the white peppercorn.
Yeah.
now that you
What?
mention
Well,
it.
what was the rye?
It was just
What was
It's
the
just rye spice.
percentage of rye in the blend or in the mash bill?
18.
18. Okay.
But yeah, I'm not getting the mocha. I'm not getting the coffee that it mentioned. But yeah, I definitely got the white peppercorns once you mentioned it.
Definitely see the chocolate cake, like a little bit, like
The-
chocolate frosting kind of thing.
A little, yeah. And then do you want me to just?
Yeah, read the finish. I mean, we're getting a lot of the same notes. I will say that it's a surprisingly long and warm finish. I actually expect it to be kind of gone pretty quick,
Yeah.
but it kind of like it goes away pretty quickly, but then it's like immediately back of the throat. I'm getting like
Yeah.
a really good warmth on like
Right.
the top,
It,
the
it
roof
leaves
of my
my
mouth.
cheeks almost immediately and then stays
Which
on the
is
center
stays-
palate.
yeah.
All
Which
the way
again,
down,
for
so-
93 proof, I'm actually surprised at how warm it really
Yeah.
is long term, which is I think a good thing.
So I'm going to skip the Old Forester notes because they mentioned coffee again on the and they said it fades quickly, which I don't necessarily agree with that. So from Breaking Bourbon, dab of chocolate, aged leather, aged dry oak, rye spice.
Mm-hmm.
They also say it's short, light heat, and mouth-sucking dryness.
Well, the tannin from the oak would definitely do that, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
experiencing around my cheeks and everything is the dryness. But
I just think that was a
I
little.
don't think it's mouth sucking,
that's a little
right? I mean,
heavy-handed for me.
I've had Cabernets
Like,
that are
it-
more mouth sucking
yeah,
than
that is
this. so-
true. Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, now that you mention, I am parched.
Yeah.
Just have some more.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
Yeah.
It's like I left some
Well,
left
yeah,
there.
I wouldn't say that I'm parched, but the finish leaves me. I just want to go right back to it
You wanna-
because I'm. You say you're getting a bit of linger. I'm not.
What?
It's like a salty bar snack. It makes you want to go back.
Yeah, yeah. It's
but-
not something I want to sit back and savor.
Yeah.
I still notice it a bit.
Yep.
But yeah, and looking at it, there's no legs.
Yeah.
That
There's
means this is rinsing right down the glass.
I'm kind of getting
And
like
it's
a
pretty young.
Yeah,
I mean, even if it's finished 2 years, I mean,
yeah.
it's
That's
less
nothing.
than 6
Yeah.
years old for sure.
And I don't know
If
if this
that.
is from the yeast or whatever, but almost like a musty basement type of
Funk.
feel now that it's been out of my mouth
Basement
for a
funk.
while, right? I mean, not in a horrible way. It's just one of the layers that it's got going on. So
All right, well, let's do some ratings. Justin, I'll start with you.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's been well documented. I like the heat and I like to really feel it
you're proof for.
through the full mouth. I hate to use that term, but
It's true.
but I'm actually relatively surprised at how
Proof for would hate to use that term.
yeah, you said it, not me. I do really like the initial nose. I think that I personally have a good finish with it. It's not
So did I.
Hot.
Like, it didn't really go away. It
No,
got some
I-
good flavor. Like that's where a lot of the oak came out for me, but it was good.
But I think it's relatively simple. I would say this would be a perfect bourbon for someone who is kind of wanting to switch to neat and stop drinking things
Your
with
gateway.
either cubes or even like
Or a splash of water.
fashioned or whatever. I think
Yep.
this would be a perfect like starter kit for neat bourbon because it's got a really good flavor, but it's not overly hot.
Yeah, and it's
And-
not gonna kill. It's not gonna knock your socks.
It
off.
honestly
right.
tastes a lot like when I started transitioning to not drinking old fashions, and I started just putting maybe like a little dab of the maraschino like sauce into it,
Mhm.
just to kind of give it a little bit more complex flavor. Again, the cherry notes and,
Mhm.
and sweetness taste just like that.
Okay.
And I like it. But I mean, having said that, like I don't know if I would rush out to go buy this bottle. It'd be cool to have and say, hey, try this. Like you don't like bourbon, this might be a really cool sweet thing for you to try, and it's low proof. So I'm gonna say I think this is an Empire Luke
6.5.
6.5.
I don't want to be that guy. I'm going to piggyback on that though. I think 6.5 is pretty accurate for me. It's a good flavor. It's a very easy drinker. I probably would have gone 7.75 if this was a full bottle at $60. But
Okay.
$60 for a half bottle, yeah, that's
You're doing the
that's gonna
value
bring it
score.
down for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You
that's a producer Justin move. He's looking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Which is important in a rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
think
should
it's
always
important.
be considered, right?
But
I mean,
There's nothing that stands out as, oh, that's not good. You bring up a really good point. For somebody who wants to get into drinking bourbon neat or is this a splash of water, I think this is a great way to start.
Mhm.
But yeah, it comes down to the value for the bottle, and it's like I can get a great bottle for $60 and have a full bottle of something
Right.
else.
Mhm.
Right. Yep.
But yeah,
I really like the nose. I really like the beginning, and then it disappears.
The front.
I like
the front palate?
Front palate. I like just the very beginning of the front palate, and then it's gone. And the finish is, it's not what I would want, right? I think I'm with you about the proof that it seems. I hate the word thin because it's so ambiguous, but it seems a little bit thin
That's
on
kinda
on
what
the
I felt.
palate.
yeah.
It does last for a long time, but if I'm looking at the finish and I'm thinking of what do the pleasant flavors last a long time? Not as much. I'm tasting it, but it's not the parts that I like
Right.
that I'm tasting it. So I'm going to go 6. I'm going to go
Hoth Luke.
Yeah, Luke.
Hoth Luke.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a great way to say it because that's kind of where I'm at. You know, it's
Yeah.
like I still taste it, but I'm not getting the notes that I really enjoyed out of
Right.
that after.
Yeah, and I try and do it without the price in mind, although I agree that the price is important. So
I'm gonna Empire Luke 6.5. That was going to be my score as well. I don't really need to belabor it anymore. We've all kind of mentioned it. Producer Justin.
I'm probably leaning in the 5.5 to 6 category. I'll say 6. I'll go with that. It's not bad. It's fine.
Hoth Luke,
It's
yeah.
perfectly fine.
A salad pour.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Perfectly enjoyable. It's basic bourbon flavored bourbon. I agree with Dave. I'm price sensitive. I do factor that in, and I'm like, it's a small bottle, but it's not bad. I would use it as an introductory pour, or if people were over that I was like, well, you want something? I would gladly give you this and keep all the rest of the stuff for myself. So, yeah.
All right. Well, so 117 series. Maybe if you see this, buy a pour, not a bottle, just to see if you like it, and then if you like it, then you can go after it. But not a terrible pour, but not the best.
Yeah.
Still solid.
Yeah, we're trying.
A solid release from Old Forester. All right. Nerd Takes.
Bye-bye.
nerd takes.